Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond to it. The purpose of life is a life of purpose. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Life is very short, and what we have to do must be done in the now. Life is a mirror, and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. Life is a dream for the wise, a game for the fool, a comedy for the rich, a tragedy for the poor. We do not remember days, we remember moments. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Life is what happens while you are busy making other plans. You have succeeded in life when all you really want is only what you really need. Life is a song. Sing it. Life is a game. Play it. Life is a challenge. Meet it. Life is a dream. Realize it. Life is a sacrifice. Offer it. Life is love. Enjoy it. You're only here for a short visit. Don't hurry, don't worry, and be sure to smell the flowers along the way. Life is too short for long-term grudges. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. The good life is one inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Nobody made a greater mistake than he who did nothing because he could do only a little. You have enemies? Good. That means you've stood up for something, sometime in your life. The only disability in life is a bad attitude. To live is to change, and to be perfect is to have changed often. One way to get the most out of life is to look upon it as an adventure. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. The truth is, you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. Life is a crazy ride, and nothing is guaranteed. We live in a rainbow of chaos. Life consists not in holding good cards, but in playing those you hold well. A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives. With the past, I have nothing to do, nor with the future. I live now. The true secret of happiness lies in taking a genuine interest in all the details of daily life. Life isn't a matter of milestones, but of moments. Every man dies. Not every man really lives. Don't go through life, grow through life. Life is a lot like jazz. It's best when you improvise. I have found that if you love life, life will love you back. Never be bullied into silence. Never allow yourself to be made a victim. Accept no one's definition of your life. Define yourself. Life is 10% what you make it, and 90% how you take it. Surprise is the greatest gift which life can grant us. If life were predictable, it would cease to be life and be without flavor. Our prime purpose in this life is to help others. And if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so that we may fear less. I slept and dreamt that life was joy. I awoke and saw that life was service. I acted and behold, service was joy. The most important thing is to enjoy your life. To be happy, it's all that matters. Life is a long lesson in humility. Find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. Life itself is the most wonderful fairy tale. It takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. As a well-spent day brings happy sleep, so a life well spent brings happy death. It's you. Only an artist can interpret the meaning of life. All the art of living lies in a fine mingling of letting go and holding on. Life is what we make it, always has been, always will be. Life ought to be a struggle of desire toward adventures whose nobility will fertilize the soul. What do we live for, if not to make life less difficult for each other? Life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in long shot. Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? The story of life is quicker than the blink of an eye. The story of love is hello, goodbye. Life is painting a picture, not doing a sum. Life is a moderately good play with a badly written third act. We can't plan life. All we can do is be available for it. Life comes from the earth, and life returns to the earth. What a wonderful life Liv had. I only wish Lid realized it sooner. Life is a tide. Float on it. Go down with it and go up with it, but be detached. Then it is not difficult. Life is a culmination of the past, an awareness of the present, an indication of a future beyond knowledge, the quality that gives a touch of divinity to matter. Variety's the very spice of life that gives it all its flavor. Life is a zoo in a jungle. Remember when life's path is steep to keep your mind even? Life is a succession of moments. To live, each one is to succeed. Life is a great sunrise. I do not see why death should not be an even greater one. The true object of all human life is play. Earth is a task garden. Heaven is a playground. The greatest pleasure of life is love. The art of life is to know how to enjoy a little and to endure very much. All theory, dear friend, is gray, but the golden tree of life springs evergreen. If we live good lives, the times are also good. As we are, such are the times. To me, if life boils down to one thing, it's movement. To live is to keep moving. When I hear somebody sigh, life is hard, I am always tempted to ask, compared to what? Let life happen to you. Believe me, life is in the right, always. It's all about quality of life and finding a happy balance between work and friends and family. Life is like a trumpet. If you don't put anything into it, you don't get anything out of it. To be able to look back upon one's past life with satisfaction is to live twice. A man sooner or later discovers that he is the master gardener of his soul, the director of his life. A healthful hunger for a great idea is the beauty and blessedness of life. I still find each day too short for all the thoughts I want to think, all the walks I want to take, all the books I want to read, and all the friends I want to see. I take a simple view of life. It is keep your eyes open and get on with it. The difficulty in life is the choice. I did not direct my life. I didn't design it. I never made decisions. Things always came up and made them for me. That's what life is. The most satisfying thing in life is to have been able to give a large part of oneself to others. They've a simple philosophy: fill what's empty, empty what's full, scratch where it itches. We must be willing to let go of the life we have planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. I arise in the morning torn between a desire to improve the world and a desire to enjoy the world. This makes it hard to plan the day. Life is growth. If we stop growing, technically and spiritually, we are as good as dead. My formula for living is quite simple. I get up in the morning and I go to bed at night. In between, I occupy myself as best I can. Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Maybe all one can do is hope to end up with the right regrets. We are here to add what we can to life, not to get what we can from life. What we play is life. Life is a work in progress. The hardest years in life are those between 10 and 70. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. He not busy being born is busy dying. Life leaps like a geyser for those who drill through the rock of inertia. Life is never easy for those who dream. Today is your own. Tomorrow, perchance, may never come.